You know, if anything, this is making me realize, like, how much I fucking love Role Model. Sally made my head hurt. Heard through the grapevine. She could be a diva. Fun fact, I saw Role Model. I went to a Role Model concert with Kat Sambarge and Spill Sash in 2021. And I met Emma Chamberlain at the concert. And we showed up so late because I accidentally Ubered to the wrong venue in Anaheim when we were supposed to be in like WeHo or something like that. And we showed up during the encore. I was fuming. But we got to hear forever, ever, forever, ever and more. And then Spill Sash drove me and Kat around in her Tesla in WeHo. It was a movie. It was a movie. It was a movie. All right, let's get to this. Okay, everyone, we are now going to get to Megan, who is the woman who was the fan of Sombr, who went to his concert, came back, made a story time on the concert and kind of a review, and then Sombr responded, and it turned into a huge drama. So we watched her original video, and by the way, let the woman live. She bought a ticket. She's a paying customer. She was a fan. And she spoke about how the concert made her uncomfortable with the way he interacted with the young audience and stuff. Let the woman speak. Let the woman speak. Sombr responded, as we know, in a terrible, condescending, weird way where he was basically like talking about 25-year-olds like they're fucking dinosaurs and all the rest. And as someone who's approaching 25, I do not appreciate that. And it was just really fucking weird. And again, we're going to watch his video really quickly and then get to, she has made follow-up videos because again, this woman is literally being fucking harassed online, as you can imagine, by his fans. But before that, I just want to say that for 48 hours, celebrating 4,000 members on Patreon, I'm doing 30% off the entire Patreon with code Bonnie and Dolly. If you want to know what you can catch up on, we have reacting to Trisha Paytas's Big Broadway Dream. We have a complete reaction to Escape the Night Season 3, which is the one that Colleen, Rosanna, Sophia, it was a good season, I'm going to be honest. Season 3, an entire reaction to Season 2, an entire reaction to Season 1, all of Beast Games and more. This is all on my Patreon right now, and this is the only time I've done a discount for it. Again, just saying thank you for 4,000 members. It is code Bonnie and Dolly for 30% off, and all that content is there already for you. So again, let's get to Sombr's original response again before we get to her follow-ups.
Chronically online, but it's just come to my attention that there's a TikTok drama going around because a 25-year-old attended my concert and was basically complaining that there were too many tweens there. I was making too many brain rot jokes, and she just thought it was a cringe concert. And also she was body shaming me, and it's kind of started a massive body shaming hate train directed towards me on a lot of videos of me on the internet right now, which is, I totally respect.
Also a fair thing for him to want to make a video on, but then he like alienates his entire like demographic just like right after it. Like he could have said that and focused on that in the video if it, you know, upset him so much.
People having opinions, but I am a 20-year-old artist, freshly 20. And if you're 25 years old and you're going to come to my concert and not expect people younger than you to be there when the artist, am 5 years younger than you, it's just a skill issue. I mean, also, like, the jokes thing, like, you had to have known about my online presence before coming to my concert. I mean, anyone who knows me knows I've never uttered a serious word in my life. And also, I make jokes for 5 minutes of the concert, and the rest is music. Like, live a little, enjoy life. Every age, sex, sexuality, gender, race, everyone is welcome at my concert.
Except if you're an old bitch.
You guys need to find problematic people to hate on because I am just existing. Also, I'm just going to give a quick tutorial. Also, I just remembered that I had a fever and bronchitis at the show she went to, but the show goes on. I will not cancel unless I'm on my deathbed. I thought I was crying.
Cringe! Okay, so Megan, the original poster, and again, she is just someone who made a TikTok and it blew up. God bless her. God bless her. Free her. Free her from the algorithm. Free her from the algorithm setting her up. So let's get to her follow-up videos. She's done
Hi guys, good morning,
a couple.
welcome back. I made a video
because again, this is blowing up. Like I'm talking like millions upon millions of views. Yeah, can we get some free Megans in the chat?
yesterday about attending Sombr's concert and how I hated my experience when I went, and I got some feedback. Some was good, some not so great. That's okay, court of public opinion, but I feel like the dialogue in the comments is getting a little off the plot. maybe, perhaps. And I kind of want to steer us back onto it and clear up some things. So we're going to do that. First of all, my, you music industry lot, I was unfamiliar with your game. You guys are fucking scary. You guys are scary and you're very passionate. And that, you know what, I respect that. But it is terrifying. Right out the jump, I want to clear up. A lot of people were in my comments roasting me like, oh, tweens aren't allowed to attend concerts now. They're not allowed to have fun. Never did I say that. Let's take
God, the fact that she just went to a concert as a fan and made a story time after it. Like, this wasn't even a pre-planned thing. She literally just made a video reviewing it, and then he responded.
Step back, take a pump, take a beat. The entire point of my video was literally me saying I had no idea that was the vibe of his concerts. I would not have bought a ticket if I knew. And if you're someone like me who's like 25 and thinks it's going to be a normal concert, you probably shouldn't go because you're not going to enjoy yourself. It's not for us, okay? That's not me saying that tweens can't go to concerts.
Also, that's such a fair thing. And by the way, I knew that I didn't want to go to a Sombr concert even though I love his music. But now this has reiterated that, like, I wouldn't feel comfortable at a Sombr concert. And that's fair.
That's just, I had no idea this guy was like a solely tween artist. I had no idea. He didn't give me those vibes at all. Please spare me with the TikTok comments. The amount of comments I got that were like, oh, he's a 20-year-old. What did you expect? Sue me. I didn't think there was going to be brain rot humor the entire time. A couple quippy jokes here and there I can take. I can take that. That's fine. But the entire show, you expected that? My bad. Half of my comments are like, I totally could have expected this. And the other half are people who bought tickets who were like, thank you for telling me this. I had no idea. So spare me. Going a layer deeper. If you know his audience is teens and he knows his audience is teens and tweens, he can't be on stage talking about getting his dick sucked. Verbatim, by the way. That wasn't like, it wasn't like insinuated. Oof. He said the words, this freak in a mask wanted to suck my dick.
Oh.
If we know our audience is 13, 14, 15, that's probably not the dialogue you should be using. I had someone in my comments.
She's so like, valid for this.
Just because you're not online like that. Me not online like that? I know barking's been a thing. I get it. That's not the problem. And someone was like, it's not that deep. It's really not that deep. Combined, it is. I don't know. It felt like if you're going to cater to that audience, and you guys are claiming he caters to that audience, he has to cater all the way to that audience.
Like, I agree
know brain
completely.
rot and stuff like that, but like I get brain rot. I'm chronically online. That wouldn't bug me that much. It was the fact that we're catering all the way to like children brain rot, but then also making vulgar, explicit content and comments. Like, I had moms in my comments that were like, let the kids have fun. I'm so sorry, Susan. If it was my kid, I would have been a little disappointed. Feel like a Karen, but if my kid was in the audience and I heard, bark for me, yeah, I'm daddy, good girl, someone tried to suck my dick.
Oh my goodness. This is so bad. Like, it really is so bad. And by the way, again, the fact that he's responding like this or his team aren't like stepping in for him, this is something that like they ultimately need to change in the show. This will not age well. Are they going to have him as a 21-year-old up there doing this in front of like kids?
Like, maybe I'm a Karen. I'll be a Karen then. That's fine. Out for the people who are like, he's definitely a predator. We need to check his hard drive. I don't know if we can jump there yet. You know, that doesn't really quite mean that. He might just be a stupid kid. But you would think his management would be like,
that's what
hey,
I'm saying.
Like, we kind of got to pick one. You know, but that's why I'm confused. I'm confused as a listener of his because the music to me doesn't seem like it's meant for children. Sorry, how can I get undressed for someone new? No one in that room had gotten undressed for someone the first time. I was confused. Based on the comments I've seen and the people I've talked to, it feels like the fame is getting to his head and this isn't what his shows used to be. So to all you people coming at me, what did you expect? They said literally his shows like a couple months ago were very normal and very good. So I don't know what happened in that
She's
time
cooking.
frame. I don't know if he needed to fill space or something and that's why the weird dating show thing like I don't know. But that is not at all
the concept of a dating show for kids in the middle of a concert. Wrap it up.
the vibe I expected. I just kind of expected to hear the music. Also, people who telling me like, you didn't look him up before you went to go see him. I looked up the set list. I like his music. He's
Normalize
a singer.
casual fans.
I didn't think I was going to go to a comedy show. I don't know. Like, is that crazy? I looked up what songs he was going to be singing and I got excited and went to a show. I don't think that's that insane.
Yeah.
I had so many people that were like, okay, just because it's not your vibe, it wasn't for you. It's not for you. That's the point of my video, isn't it? That's the point of my video. My point of my video is literally saying, if you're someone like me, you're probably not going to enjoy Sombr because it's not for us. And the comments became, it's not for you, freak. Almost like, that is exactly what I said. Only thing I do redact from my first video is how rough I was on the opener. I do feel bad. I'm really sorry for that. It was Devin Gabriella. Just not my...
Here's what I'm going to be honest as well. I really don't care. People were saying that she went really harsh on the opening act because they were like acting like they were doing more than they were doing and they weren't that entertaining, whatever. I don't care. If I've bought a ticket, I'm going to critique what's on stage if I don't like it. You know what I mean? But I can appreciate that she's acknowledging this.
My cup of tea, okay? I didn't think she sounded maybe spectacular. I'm sorry. But I think that's because she was nervous. I looked up some of her music after people commented stuff, and she does have a really nice voice. Stage presence, don't shoot me. She does need to work on. I'm sorry. The fake breathing thing was true. She did.
Again, if I'm fucking buying a concert and I didn't like the fucking thing, I am gonna talk about it. You know what I mean?
Like the fake out of breath thing. And she did constantly wave every single time she got to the end of the stage. That knocked her down a peg for me. But I understand why you guys like her. I think she has a lot of talent. I take back how rough I was on her. That was bad. Sorry. That's really it. I'm not going to go down every rabbit hole about every comment that was made. You guys are talking about other artists and tweens at concerts in general and concerts being 21 and up and all that jazz. That's all cool.
Heaven forbid people have an opinion. No, literally.
For Sombr specifically, I was not expecting that at all. And I know a lot of...
Yeah, critique is okay, but she critiqued them a bit too publicly, in my opinion. What do you mean? Oh my god, wait. I need to speak like directly to you. I completely disagree with you. I really completely disagree with you. We have opinions online all the time. Like this woman, Megan, first of all, she's a key. She has like 70K followers, which is great. It's great. That's great. You know what I mean? It's a lot of followers. But we're not talking about like she's someone who, like Sombr, has multi-million, followers or whatever like that. I feel like I've probably got on the internet and I for sure have gotten the internet and said worse. I know that I have about things, concerts, people. Let's normalize opinions. Being a drama channel watcher and saying opinions need to be private is funny. Also, the thing is, TikTok can make any video go viral with the algorithm, and that's not the fault of the person posting it, in my opinion, right? Actually, if anything, I think Megan is the one who's dealing with the ramifications of speaking up, because Sombr is this huge artist on tour with, all this, and Megan is clearly just like someone who's posting on TikTok. Fair. I won't take back my comment, but I get you. I love how stubborn you are. All right, let's get to the other videos she made. Okay, wait. Ooh, Megan, please.
Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Friday. If you have a job or have ever touched grass in your life, you may not know that I've crashed certain corners of the internet this week. Little old me. I caused Twitter beef that caused a girl to get doxxed.
Sorry, this having 500K. What? How is this progressing? Led to a girl getting doxxed? Sorry, what the fuck are we doing? Why are fan bases so parasocial that they go to this kind of length for someone just giving an opinion?
Of the internet this week. Little old me. I caused Twitter beef that caused a girl to get doxxed, and I've been getting death threats for the past 24 to 48 hours. So let's talk about it. It's also going to double as somewhat of a thesis into parasocial relationships and how unhealthy they are in our society today. Obviously, I posted a video about Sombr's concert, my experience, how much I hated it. I dissed the opener, I dissed his show, weirded out, didn't know it was a tween audience. You get it, you've seen it, cool. I did expect hate comments because I put my opinion online, and that happens when you put your opinion online. Some people need to learn from that. I have posted political content, like really polarizing political content on here for over a year, and I've never gotten as much hate as dissing a tween artist online. And I think that tells you everything about the state of our country that you need to know. All of us need to put down the iPads and go play outside. Okay, open the schools, because something is going on and we need to fix it. First off, the opener, okay? I was really rough on her in my first video. I made a second video apologizing. Then she wrote a paragraph and a half in my comment section. I even apologized to her after that.
Oh my God.
I felt bad she took it so tough. Did I stand by it? Yes. I still think it was a really bad performance. I'm so sorry. That's my opinion.
Bring back playing outside.
Bad. In my comments, she's clearly really upset. All of her fans are like, that was so mean. She's so young. She's so new to this, whatever. And I go, okay.
I don't give a fuck if someone's so young. Like, you're charging me for a ticket.
Right? I'm like, she's new to this. Hate does come with being a performer. She's going to have to get thicker skin. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But she is new to this. Let me give her some grace. I apologized 3 different times, right? Cut to Twitter. She's on there telling her fan base, we ride at dawn. Weird as fuck.
Ooh.
Weird as fuck. You can't take it. but you can tell your fan base to dish it out?
Oh, no.
Weird.
No,
You're lucky
no.
I have thicker skin. You should take some notes because if it was somebody else getting death threats, you don't know how that's ending. You can't. What a hypocrisy. Crazy. Mind you, I checked the timestamps. She posted that on Twitter after someone told her I was getting death threats. They commented back to her under a video of mine and was like, can you tell your fans not to send her death threats though? So after that, you go to Twitter and you go, I was unfamiliar with your game. We ride at dawn. Weird. And I stand on it. I'm sorry her performance sucked. Sorry, but there were a lot of other comments saying she did fake waves at a lot of other concerts too. So it's not just me, don't shoot the messenger. I feel like it struck a nerve because there was some truth to it. She should just take that as constructive and move on, not subtweet a random TikToker for
this is so cringe.
Role model drama. I posted a screenshot on my story on TikTok of Tucker liking my post of my
role
video,
model,
right?
role model.
Hilarious. I screenshotted it, put a meme on it. Hilarious. It post it, put my phone down. I have a job, so I'm locked in my job. I pick my phone back up like an hour later. I have an influx of DMs that are like, girl, you need to delete this. It's causing war on Twitter. And I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, they're sending hate to role model. And I go, whoa, I don't want that. Delete my story. Not even kidding. Less than 20 seconds after I deleted the story, I get another influx of messages that are like, I'm looking for a story that you posted. I was just wondering why you deleted it. Like, what was it real? What happened?
Oh my God.
All from tweens, mind you, that mostly run fan pages. I reply to one girl. She seems so nice and genuine. And I reply and go, hey, it was real, but I'm hearing that he's getting a lot of hate. That was never my intention. All of you guys are taking it
just
way
never
out
this
of
serious.
context. Literally told her he could have just liked it because I'm a fan of his and I complimented him in the video. But all these people are taking it like him liking it means he agreed with everything I said and he's dissing these artists. And I don't think that's fair. I send her that and then I go to Twitter, right? My first mistake. I go to Twitter, I search Sombr, I search role model, screenshot of my story, everywhere. And I'm going, uh-oh. They were threatening each other's lives on Twitter.
Oh my God.
Over potential beef between two random artists that they don't know. Are you okay? Are you sick? Do you feel unwell? And let me be clear, the like was real. He liked my post, and I like him better for it. I thought it was real and funny as fuck. I screenshot it right away and sent it to
The lore behind that is that Role Model, the artist who this is Role Model is his full thing. Here he is. Oh my God, I remember when this used to be his photo on all social medias. I've been following, I'm not trying to be like that person, like, oh, I followed him for a while, but I'm like a lot of people on YouTube. I've followed Role Model for quite some time, way before he blew up because he was dating Emma Chamberlain. This is Role Model. He makes great music. And his full personality online is being like funny and chronically online and stuff like that. And Sombr literally copied everything down to a T about Role Model's persona, in my opinion, as a fan of Sombr's music. And so there's always been like alleged beef that like Role Model's pissed off that like Sombr is like copying his full bit. And so that's the significance of that, like.
That I have. So excited. Role Model, my king. I'm so sorry. That should have stayed our little secret. That was my fumble. I actually fumbled that. My bad. I studied PR in school, right? And now I'm in crisis management mode, kind of like Sombr's PR team right now. Hey! But I'm like, okay, I don't want Role Model to get hate. How do I fix this? I deleted the story already. Then I go back to my TikTok page. I post a meme. Which I'm sure a lot of you have seen. I post a meme and the text says, and what if I said the like was fake? That's all it said. That's all it said. To be clear, it would have been really easy to Photoshop that if I wanted to. My. The messages that came after that one.
Oh, girl, I can only imagine.
Twitter flipped. Twitter became 3 fandoms going, we need to unite and get this girl's TikTok banned.
Jesus Christ.
I think you guys should take notes from this. Honestly, did you see how easy it was to unify? To just band together? Come on! But to summarize, for the past 24 hours, I've had not 1, not 2, but 3 fandoms in my DMs on any social platform they can find saying the nastiest shit. I get on Twitter today. First, I had to search it. Now
Seems like she's doing this on purpose. I think that's a little blamey considering that all she made was a video and these people were attacking her anyways.
It's just on my main feed, and it's like, this fucking freak, this 20-year-old freak has nothing to do with her life, so she's photo. It's such a unique life experience to witness thousands and thousands of people bashing you over something that's fake. And the one girl who asked me so nicely, she was an
What's the third fandom? It's Sombr, Role Model, and the opening act.
I found her Twitter account, and she was like, the craziest part is I DM'd her and asked, and she lied to me. You sneaky devil. Only one girl in the thousands and thousands and thousands of tweets. There was only one girl who was like, maybe she's just lying that it's Photoshop to save face for Tucker. And no one agreed with her. Queen, if you see this, you're on the right track in life. You got a good head on those shoulders. The rest of you, goofy. You look goofy. I had so many people messaging me. We knew it was a fake. The Photoshop was so bad. Baby,
why was Role Models fandom? Because they thought that she was throwing Role Model under the bus.
Hot off the press, hate to tell you. There were people on Twitter being like, I know our king would never watch an 8-minute video. I fear he did. I hate to tell you, I was giggling. I was giggling with my boyfriend scrolling through comments of teenagers with too much time on their hands. Just crazy. It became like an accidental social experiment for me. Role Model, I actually am so sorry. Although he did like it on his main account, so like maybe he meant to. I don't know, you know, maybe this was supposed to get out.
I love that Role Model liked it. Okay, there's one more video that I want to get to. It makes me love Role Model even more. Okay, this is our final video on it. Let's get to it.
Hi guys, welcome back. Well.
I'm obsessed with her.
I would love to be relaxing, enjoying my Sunday evening, but alas, I find myself back here. Out of state visiting family this weekend. I was slumbering so peacefully last night. Usually I'll sleep all the way through the night, wake up at like 8:30, right? Something jolted me from my sleep at the ripe hour of 6 a.m. Call it intuition. I felt a disturbance in the force. I check my phone and I have a plethora of notifications like, Queen, wake up, he posted about you. Hey, that's amazing. Buddy, Shane. Can I call you Shane? I feel like
this is the response to Sombr's video.
They're so well now.
Not can I call you Shane because we're so close now.
Team like yesterday. I don't even know if you have a PR team, but if you do, fire them, and if you don't, hire one, because what a dumb play. This guy made a response video essentially calling me geriatric for being 25 and addressing none of the points I actually said in my video. I just know your team was scraping the bottom of the barrel to find something to come at me for. And we landed on body shaming. Is the body shaming in the room with us? You would have thought by watching that I put out a 10-minute diss about how he looks. Like, holy victim.
And again, not addressing any of the like inappropriateness of the concert.
9-minute long video. 9 minutes. Only once do I even allude to anything about his looks.
Slender Man,
and I say
he
he
says.
looks like Slender Man and Napoleon Dynamite when he's dancing. Sorry! Dare I say he tried to out-woke me? I don't know. I posted a video saying he's weird in front of kids and he shouldn't act like that in front of his tween audience. And he posted a video saying, I have a tween audience and also you body shamed me. Aren't you trying to get me canceled? He even said something, and you can tell it was an afterthought because his phone was
She's amazing.
at a different angle, so he thought about it after he filmed it. But he was like, any age, sexuality, gender, or race is welcome at my show. Okay. Who on earth was talking about that? What? Anything to avoid being a creep, huh? Starts out the video going, I thought I was chronically online, but apparently there's this drama. Immediately I knew it was going to be some bullshit, because why are we acting like your management hasn't been deleting comments all week? And I was openly beefing with your opener all week, but you're just finding out about it now. Right. He then proceeds to call me essentially geriatric at the age of 25, but then also says he's essentially just a little teenage boy because he's fleshly 20. He turned 24 months ago. Bro's acting like his birthday was last week. So, is your management 20? Are they 20? Why are they letting me talk like this? And proceeds to say
that's such a good point about like, okay, you might be 20, you know, on your way to 21, but like, what age are your team? What age are your team? He literally, he said in the video, I think verbatim, like, I'm just freshly turned 20. That's not true.
Is that there were tweens in the audience and that I should have expected young.
He low-key and his team should be so grateful that someone clocked how inappropriate the show was and what he was saying was and doing to the audience was and engaging with was, because again, give it a couple months when he turns 21 years old and people will genuinely be attaching words to him. That's how the internet works. And honestly, if you're a 21-year-old getting a bunch of young kids to bark and call you daddy while you talk about getting your dick sucked, then
because that's his crowd. Ooh, oh, let's pause. You know your crowd is young teens. You admit that? Why are we talking about getting our dicks sucked? We'll circle back to that.
She's so real for this.
Continues on to say, I need to touch grass, and then touches AstroTurf, plastic grass. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't from nature. Definitely didn't address the death threats I got, and I would argue amplified it, noted that. And at the end, kind of alludes to the fact that he had a bad performance, because he's like, I had fever and bronchitis at that show she was at. Babe, I know. Maybe
she
that's
said that in the video as well.
I don't know. Posting a response video and not responding to anything that was addressed may be a skill. I don't know. It's like a little impressive, but it's also backfired and your fan base is more mad at you now. Not even from my doing. This is all you, King. I want to know, like, personally, I'm curious. What was the straw that broke the camel's back? Why did your team feel like you had to put out a video? Were ticket sales declining? Were people selling their tickets? Was everyone online calling you a creep and a weirdo? Was it all the above? Ding, 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 ding. I don't know what it was, but I can tell you what it wasn't. It wasn't body shaming. Only place in the whole World Wide Web that thinks the issue is body shaming is his comment section. And that's because his management team has made that abundantly clear. I'll humor you for a sec. If the main issue here is body shaming, then why anytime someone comments about you talking to minors the way you do in your comment section does it get immediately deleted? Management's on top of that one, huh? Humor me one more. If you know your audience is young teens, you admit that, and you say, I need to expect that when I go to a concert, why are we grabbing our dick on stage? Why are we thrusting? Mark for me, yeah, I'm daddy, good girl. Oh, to children! In theory, sending your 4 million followers to my page under the assumption that I'm bullying you would work if they couldn't watch my video. The amount of comments I've gotten, like, came here from his video, was expecting to see a hateful video, but I agree with you, actually, and I don't like him anymore.
Also, she said that she works in PR, so him starting beef with someone who works in PR, not good.
You did that to yourself. You shot yourself in the foot. Listen, you don't gotta answer me, okay? I'm clearly not a fan anymore. That ship has sailed, but you do have a large audience right now that's wondering why you won't address the elephant in the room. And I think putting out a video, this is where the PR team being whack comes in, putting out a video that addresses everything but what people are upset about only makes you look guilty. Yeah. I mean, you could have just ignored it and people would have written me off as an old hag that had a bad time at a concert and it would have been good. You took the time, you propped up your phone, you put out a video, and you didn't even address what people are upset about? Or I say his video proved my point too. All I said was you should expect young crowds and brain rot humor, and his video was like, I have young fans and I'm 20, so I have brain rot humor. Yeah, we're agreeing. Where I lose you is when you talk about getting your dick sucked. Anywho, if you want me to send your team a note sheet about what your response should have looked like, I'll gladly do that. I think you really need the help. If you want to talk about a skill issue, that's a big one. We need to fix it soon. Work on your ego. You know, it doesn't give edgy vibes. It gives, like, insecure and entitled. It's not cute. It's not a good look. And the fake fan videos from your management company, lose those. Get rid of those. Those are knocking you down bad. Answer to your fans and be authentic.
Oh my God, yeah. If you do not know, Sombr, his team have created a bunch of, like, Sombr fan accounts where they, like, make videos of Sombr pretending to be fans. And, like, his fans know that it's, like, people on his team as well. I've seen them for ages. It'll be, like, someone following Sombr down the street, and they'll be like, Sombr looks so sexy walking down the street. And then it will have, like, 100K likes. And then it will be from, like, Sombr fans, which is, like, a page that his team run. Like, his team run these fan page videos where they film him and are like, he's so fucking sexy, and then the comments are like, oh my God, need that. Hold on, people are saying that he's, like, deleting comments at large. Let me go to his page really quickly. He's actually weird as fuck. All right, he posted a video recently. Oh, I'm just seeing restricted comments on here. Oh, that's not going to be helpful at all. Yeah, this is really bad, not good at all. And again, if his team doesn't, like, sort this out or change how they address things, or at a bare minimum, they've got to change the show, because now that he has acknowledged that he knows that his audience is so young, the fact that, like, he, like, can no longer, like, call tweens up on stage and get them to, like, call their toxic exes, and, you know, he can no longer talk about, like, getting his dick sucked, and he can no longer, you know, he can no longer do these things if he's openly acknowledging that he knows he has such a young audience, because the issue has been brought up now. He has acknowledged it. Well, he's acknowledged that his audience is young, but he hasn't acknowledged what people have a problem with. That, again, in a couple months' time, when he turns 21 years old, I promise you this will turn into an industry-wide scandal for him and his team, whereas right now it is just a social media issue. What's crazy is this video, at a bare minimum, was a fan going to a concert, not enjoying it, feeling uncomfortable, and dare I argue, warning people and also warning Sombr that you should not be doing this. This is not a good look. And for anyone above the age of 20, you're not going to have a good time. I don't see a problem with her video. I think this is fucking ridiculous. Whoever is on his team is doing a terrible, terrible, terrible job. And if this is how they're not responding to a scandal. They created a scandal. They created a scandal by responding to a random fan's video. They created it. It's not good. It's not good. And we'll leave it there.